Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Mindful SMP server. Kruncky here, we're now on episode 13 of this multiplayer adventure, and we're here sitting at our base looking at this nice sunrise. So yeah, nothing has really happened since the last episode. And we still have a base, obviously. And we still have to do the exterior of this base. We finished the interior in the last episode, and that was quite time consuming. But I think everything turned out pretty well. I like how it turned out. But I do want to get working on the outside of the space. So initially I wanted to do a little thing where I had little, I guess, satellite areas of the base that would go out of each side. And I was basing my base design roughly off of a TV series known as Stargate Atlantis. It's kind of an older show, so I don't know how many people that are watching this actually know what that is. You may know the regular series, or if you're really from back then, you might remember it from the movie. But Stargate was a movie. It then turned into a TV series called Stargate SG-1, which I was a big fan of. And they did a spin-off called Stargate Atlantis, which was based on a city that they found underwater called Atlantis, and it turned out to be a ship that they were able to rise to the surface of the water. And it was a triangle actually that had 6, I guess, islands that popped out of each side in each corner. And I wanted to do that design because it looks really cool, but then I realized that making a island parallel, or not parallel, I forget math, adjacent to these sides here, since these aren't perfect angles like that's perfect, but these 4 sides here, it's almost impossible to get a perfectly adjacent line going here. So I scrapped that idea. Instead, I'm going with more of a decorative thing going around the whole base. And yeah, I've worked it out in creative. So let's get to it. Let's start building out, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I've only been online for about 30 minutes or so, and I've died 4 times now, and that happened. So we're gonna go repair that. But so I kept dying. I thought maybe I'm just that bad at Minecraft. Well, it turns out we had an issue with the end and the nether where, they got regenerated. I won't go into the details about that, but so basically everything that we did in the nether, everything we did in the end went away. And we fixed the nether, and we were again to fixing the end, and we popped in to check to see if everything was still there. Well, I put everything I needed into a chest, completely forgot about my armor. And I've done this before, like in my SMP, I did the exact same thing. But yeah, I have no armor. And I've been playing without armor, without feather falling, without anything, really. Without underwater breathing or respiration. So I've been dying a lot. And not knowing that I didn't have any armor, I died a lot quicker than I should have. So I kept trying to run away. But anyways, that's patched up. I'll leave the Enderman alone. We'll go back and we'll grab some armor. We'll need to enchant it later. But this is what we got working on. And this is just one part of 6. And all these holes here, we're going to fill it in with sea lanterns. And this might not look like much now. We're not actually going to go all the way around it on this layer. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this in groups of 3. We're going to have that one there. We're going to skip this side. We're going to fill in that side, skip that side, and fill in that side. And we're going to go out another 4 blocks, I think it is. And then we're going to do that side, this side, and that flat side over there. So the effect is pretty cool. It's just not an interesting build in terms of progress. So I'm not going to do a time lapse on this. But instead, I will let you guys know once I get this first layer done. Then we'll pop back in, we'll work on the second layer, and I'll show you guys what the finished result is. Of course, I don't have sea lanterns, and no one on the base, or no one on the server yet sells sea lanterns. So I won't be able to fill that in, but you know, you'll get the gist of it. So let me hop on and start working on these sides, and I'll show you guys in a little bit. We got the first layer, I guess layer is the right word for it, layer in. And to be honest, it doesn't look great with just the first layer, but here it is. We have that side that I showed you earlier, and we got these two other sides. I might actually make this shorter because originally this is a little bit closer, and that would make this one block closer. And yeah, I think it just makes sense that we make it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to cut off the ends here and make that shape back. But trust me, this design will look better once we get the other bits in. So let me go fix those parts up, and then I'll work on the other three sides, and we'll show you what we got. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So once again, we've found ourselves up at the top of our base, or above our base. You saw these layers already, and you saw that layer over there. Now I got the back layers in, and it's looking better. But I'll tell you, once those sea lanterns go in there, it'll look a lot better, especially at night. And these actually do serve a purpose. So since my base is technically underwater, we're going to need to build out so that we have an actual base and not just a shape in the ground. But that leaves us with a ceiling that everyone will be able to see from anywhere. But with these in here, and if I put the ceiling one block under the water level, you know, you'll still be able to see under it, but it'll look a lot more natural because you won't be looking directly into the water. You'll be seeing these. It'll kind of break up the effect of the ceiling in the water. So once I get some sea lanterns, these will look a lot better. And once we get the actual base inside the water, you know, you'll be able to see what I'm trying to get at. So with that done, I'm going to try to drop down here without dying, as I don't have any armor, and that worked. Gather up all our sand, and I think we need to go back to our spawn base to make some armor, because this is just not doing us very well. Every time we run into a mob, we are like seconds from dying. So I'm going to go back to the spawn base, make some armor, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're back at the base, and we built up our armor, and I'm just going to throw that on right now. We also repaired our bow, but you'll also see that we have a lot of concrete powder. And there's a specific reason for this. We have some concrete, white concrete as well, some blue concrete. And so this is Mindful SMP, and we've just been calling this a spawn area. And it's been decided that we were going to give this town a name, and we've decided to go with Mindful Meadows. I'll toot my horn a little bit and make it known that I made the suggestion that we name our city, our town, and the name of Mindful Meadows came up. I believe it was Stock's idea. I feel that since I was the one that suggested we should bring up a name for this, that I should build a sign, like a welcome sign for Mindful Meadows. And I figured, you know, it would probably be best if, as people were coming in, new people, if they were to join the server, they'd be coming from the world spawn over there. They'd come down this path, and then they'd come up here. And this would be kind of the entrance of Mindful Meadows. And so I want to build a sign probably right here. And it would be kind of like an archway for them to go under, and then they go into Mindful Meadows. But it'd just be a nice warm welcome. So I do have some dark oak stairs here and some oak planks. I actually need some dark oak planks. I'll run back to my base to get that, but we'll start off by clearing this out right here, because I want this to be centered with this 3 block area of oak. And so we're going to have pillars going up on each side, and it's going to go up holding the sign. But also before we do that, I kind of want to fill in this area because it seems like a creeper might have come by and did some damage, and it was just never repaired. So I'm not very good at this terraforming thing, so bear with me. And yeah, I think that's good. We will need this area right here, so we'll just throw a torch down on here. And so I wanted to center this on here. We'll grab our stairs. And I think I want to do something like this. I didn't want that to happen. It's not the worst problem we could have. And this will just go around like so. I really don't like that. Give me a second to rethink this and I'll be right back. I've decided to not use the feet for these pillars and instead just fill the area with grass or dirt and they will turn into grass. And instead of having feet, we're just going to throw down some dark oak planks right here and right here, and this will go up. So it'll be kind of situated in the floor. So I don't mind that as much. And we'll continue on. So basically I need to get this high enough so that people can walk out under it without getting interrupted. Like I want it to still be able to see this path right here without being too obstructed by this. So I'm thinking we're going to go 1 dark plank and then 3 oak planks. Then we'll go back to 1 dark oak plank and we'll repeat the same thing over here. We'll do the 3 oak planks and then 1 dark oak plank. And then the idea was we would grab the dark oak stairs. And I don't know if I can do this. All right, that seems, no, that's not what we were trying to do. And I don't have an axe still, so if I make a mistake, it's going to be a while to fix that. But this should be all right. We're going to do that. And we're just going to go all the way. Let's try that again. We're going to go all the way around doing this pattern here. And so it's going to be kind of like a pillar holding up this sign. And it's going to be a big sign. So it's going to need to support all that weight. And I think this, at least aesthetically, should do the trick. If I can jump up. And with that, the actual pillars for it are done. I want to see if walking over here, it doesn't obstruct the view too much. And yeah, I think that's good. It might be a little bit low, but I think that's all right. So I'm going to get up here and I'm going to make a border around it. It's going to be 3 wide, as you can tell by the pillars. And it's going to go long enough so that we can fit in what we want to write in there. So give me a second while I hop up there. I'll make the border and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So we got our border in and it's looking pretty good. I actually raised it up quite a bit because from the other side it was looking really low. It was pretty much level with this floor and that didn't work. But now that we've raised it up quite a bit, it's actually looking, you know, high enough that it would be natural. And we also have our 3 layers in for something is shooting at me. Anyways, yeah, we have the 3 layers in and this goes up 5 high and then all the way across. And I'm thinking what I want to do is put some green concrete powder right down the middle so that we can have words on each side. And yeah, I probably don't have enough green concrete powder. I'm almost certain I don't have enough green concrete powder, but you know, if we need to make some more, we'll make some more. I just don't have any cactus at the moment, but you know, we'll make it work. We are definitely out of green concrete powder. But this is going to be like the background for our wording. And yeah, I think I can start working on the wording here. I got some yellow concrete to work on that. And this is going to go up all 5 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then temporarily put that up there. And then we'll do something like this. This may cause problems if I mess up, but I'll do my best not to. And we're going to come back and fill this all up so that it is more consistent. It's not important for this side because we're getting up and down from over here. So let me throw this right here real quick. And let me finish up all these words real quick and I'll see you guys in a little bit. We went back, we grabbed some more green dye, we made ourselves more green concrete powder. That's all filled in, but more importantly, if we walk over here, and this is actually going to be the first look I'm getting from this side, we'll turn around and there you go, meadows. So obviously that's not fitting the entire mindful meadows into there. What we're going to do is we're going to go on top of it and put mindful on top. I have an idea for how I want that to look. So let me jump up there. I'll place some blocks and I'll show you what we got done. Alright, we got a border in and we also have the background set. And there you go. Now keep in mind, I'm not really a builder. So I don't know if that looks good or not. It's really going to be a background, so it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to run up here and we're going to grab some blue blocks now. And just to let you know, I've also filled in meadows on this side. And this top layer is actually only one block wide. And I did that because I wanted to add a little bit of depth. And the blue blocks that we're going to add in are actually going to stick out of the, I guess, the border. So we'll just grab these blocks. And I believe I started here. And this is going to be a little bit littler. It's going to be smaller. But not exactly just, it's not going to be 3 high the entire way. Some of these have to go up. So I'm trying to build and talk at the same time and it's not exactly working. And I believe that should be, that was not aligned properly. Let me fix this and I'll be right back. So let's imagine I'm a new player, just got on the server. We land at world spawn here. You know, we go and we check out the announcement board and the community build board. And then we decide, hey, let's go follow the path to the town. Now, it's not exactly a short trip. So, you know, bear with me. As we make our trek down this hill, we should start loading things in. And there you go. We have some words over there. And it's like, what's that? What could that be? As you get closer and closer, you see it. And you see mindful meadows. And I think the placement was just perfect. And when you get up closer, you know, you can see it a lot better. And yeah, so this is supposed to represent, you know, we have the green grass and the yellow is supposed to represent like wheat since it's meadows. And then we have white clouds and blue words which represent the sky. The mindful is in the sky and we're a thriving community in the meadows or something like that, you know. I'm not great at storytelling or things like that, but I think it works. And also on this side, we'll go a little further down so we can see the view on the way out. If you turn around, you know, the view is a little obstructed by the donation station or from this side, you know, BrownieBits base. And I'm sorry, Brownie, if I obstructed your view. But I kind of like that it is a little bit obstructed because it gives the feel of like a real town. So, yeah, it's looking good. I actually think I want this as my thumbnail. So there's that. And yeah, things are looking great. I really like how it turned out. I kind of wish I made these a little thicker, but being it 3 thick or 3 wide, I don't know if that's actually plausible. Actually, this might be a better... Yeah, let's do that. So that is our thumbnail. You'll probably have already seen that. But yeah, I mean, we got a bit done today. We finished the exterior of the base, minus the lanterns, sea lanterns that we need to finish that off. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Stock and maybe purchase some sea lanterns from him, or maybe rent some time in his farm. And we came back, we made a welcome sign in the entrance. And as I mentioned, you know, we're now named, or the town is now named Mindful Meadows. And I think it's a fitting welcome sign for the town. So, yeah, I think I did a good job. If you think so as well, you know, head down in the comments, let me know. Let me know what you liked about the episode, what you didn't. And if you did like this episode, you know, hit that like button. If you really like this episode, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications of my next videos. And if you're already subscribed, as usual, thank you so much. It means so much to me. But that's all the time I have for today. So until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.